You're not insane. Or are you? Hi there folks. In today's video we're going to analyze a work by Suetonius, which is Caligula, which is also a work that is part of the larger manuscript, or rather larger collection of works called De Vita Caesarum, or The Life of the 12 Caesars. We're going to judge Caligula and decide whether he was actually insane or not. Anyways, that's enough talking, let's get into the video now. So, if you don't know who Caligula is, then let me take you back to the Roman Empire. Caligula is the son of the famed Roman general Germanicus, who smashed the Germans in battle after the failure at the Teutoburg Forest battle, where Publius Varus lost 3 entire Roman legions. Now, this general had a son, Gaius Caesar Germanicus, which was born in 12 AD. He earned the nickname Caligula from the outfit that he used to wear, which was made by his mother, Agrippina the Elder, which symbolized the Roman legionary. He was basically a mascot for the army. He was born 2 years before Tiberius came to power as emperor, an event which would mark his life. Due to the fact that Germanicus was a very successful Roman emperor, Tiberius decided that he was a threat to his power, and may or may not have assassinated him when Caligula was 6 years old. After this event, he lived with his mother Agrippina, who was also exiled and then executed due to the fact that Tiberius was paranoid. However, Caligula was the only one that remained alive in Germanicus's bloodline and was appointed as Tiberius's heir to the throne. Tiberius eventually died in 31 AD and Caligula became emperor at the age of 24. The first thing he did as an emperor was building a bridge from Baie to Puteoli, about 3 miles, which he would use his horse to ride across and show the breastplate that he stole from Alexander the Great. He also told the Senate that they were useless and he would rather appoint his horse as a minister, which is something that made a lot of people hate him. What also made other people hate him was his cruelty, which is best exemplified through the fact that he would forcefully make fathers watch their own son's execution, or he would tell his wife that he could cut her throat at any time that he wanted to. This happened when he would kiss her neck, by the way. So, talk about dark romance. Anyways, done with the stories. Caligula might have become like this as an adult because of the fact that he had a very traumatic childhood, and both of his parents were basically assassinated when he was a little child, which may have marked him and led to his tyranny in the future. He was killed by the Praetorian Guard only 4 years after he came to power, and surprisingly he still had quite a long rule if we compare it to other emperors, which is terrifying considering he ruled as a tyrannical king for 4 years. Now, it is important to know that Caligula also saw himself as kind of a god, and he is also the man who said the quote "Oderint dum metuant," or translated as "let them hate for as long as they fear," even though this quote might not be his. The historians are attributed to him, because, well, what else could they do? They had to live under his censorship. You could not really talk shit about him. This work is basically a biography written by Suetonius, who is a historian which lived in that time. And he uses this writing as a way to criticize Caligula and kind of diminish his reputation. Another interesting thing that Caligula did was pray for Rome's downfall, because he thought if his reign wasn't marked by something bad happening, then he wouldn't be remembered in history. The thing is that he was remembered exactly for the bad things that he has done. This book is very short, it has less than 70 pages, so if you are interested you can get it from the Penguin publisher in Little Black Classics, and you can probably read it in a day. It's not really... it is kind of a novel, an epic, but it is combined of an epic and a historic novel, since this is how they would write it back then. If you are interested in all of the works, which you should definitely check out, you should see The Life of the 12 Caesars, which I mentioned at the start of the video, since it has the collection of the first 12 emperors. So, was Caligula insane or not? Well, yes, he was, but he was not really that bad if you consider all of the other emperors that came after him. He was less bad than Nero in my opinion, since Nero just basically massacred a lot of Christians for no reason. And Nero also burned down Rome, or maybe didn't, but we think that he did. All told, this is everything that I got for you in today's short video. If you like this kind of content, make sure to like and subscribe, since I will cover more of these short novels. If you are interested, then you should go buy the novel, since you will read it very quickly and it is quite interesting in my opinion. Have a good day.